Welcome back for some more front mission. Let's see, can we start the thing? Where were we? We were finishing the tunnel from Taiwan, I believe. I believe we had just finished that. That's a two-part mission. Yeah, that would be this. I assume we've done the setup. Right. Were you the one who contacted us? Yes, I need your help. Heard you need to get to Shanghai. Sherman ordered me to cooperate with you. Which is fine, however, there are currently limited routes into Shanghai. Why were we trying to go to Shanghai again? As far as the plot is concerned? Because we lost Midas. I think we're just trying to get to safety. As the UCS is after Emma. Alisa. Because the... Oh yeah, Rav New Embassy, right. That's where we're trying to get to safety in. Because the UCS is after us, the rebels are working with the UCS and are after us as well. And we lost Midas in the Philippines, so we're not after that specifically. The Hualian rebels have increased their activity in the region. Though they're normally based in Guangzhou, many are now gathering in Fuzhou. Certain factions of the military are cooperating with them too. Many of Huanan's harbors and airports are now under their control. I'm not aware the situation has escalated that badly. Need to be careful or they could catch us off guard. Network. Mails? Mails. Interesting that the mastermind behind the Yokosuka base explosion is JDF officer. JDF denies any involvement, of course. I heard that Colonel Nakamura is working diligently as something. I don't know what he's trying to do. I imagine we're missing a watt here. But I suspect a power struggle within the JDF. Oh, Pierre survived. Nice. Please don't worry about me, I'm holding up fine. Please let me know if there's anything I can do. If you get homesick, please look at our website. Nice. Old man's still alive. Wasn't worried. You were crying. Shut up. I don't think we have any... Oh, we have mail replies. Don't consider him a father. Keep digging. He's planning something. Yeah, I'm a grown woman now. I can take care of myself without you or my father's help. Well, that's just rude. Website, corporation, Louis Corp. It is presented by the Philippines large conglomerate, the Louis Corporation. I am the butler, Pierre Wells. Oh, he's the one that also takes care of the website. That's nice. This is best known for its industrial division. This division doesn't produce automobiles or electronics, but steel. In other words, we provide the raw materials for all the other industries around the world. There are steel plants in the cities of Lawag, Naga, and Kalbayog. I am bad at pronunciation. Export products to Australia, Africa, and Southeast Asia. This is also the construction division. We have built countless high-rise buildings as well as airport bridges and harbors. Schools, museums, as well as other civic and educational buildings. Department stores, supermarkets, 24 hours convenience stores all over the country. The Louis family, Oxford. Passed away in 2092. Many cars, apparently. Yeah, rich family. Not sure why this is important to put in a website, but okay. Distinguished graduate of Oxford. 17 years old, because obviously player characters have to be teenagers. That's how RPGs work. JRPGs mostly. Airplane piloting as well. Family ever since. Right. Why do the Hualian pose such a big threat? Right now they're just a small faction of guerrillas. However, they're trying to gradually take over the DHC, all for the sake of making money. Okay. I'm sure that's absolutely what they think on the other side as well. Hualian would do anything for a profit. That's pretty dangerous. Sure, but they're no match for us. So formed an alliance with the UCS recently. So not only are they reckless and dangerous, they are slowly expanding their influence. What now, Liu? Strange. Rebels are too active even with the UCS backing them up. Wonder what triggered it. Ming Huangyu. Who's that? Ming was a DHC vice chairman who advocated for democracy. He and his family died in a plane crash several years ago. Except Ming's son is still alive. Exclamation point! Angry face! Is that true? It has yet to be confirmed, but it turns out Ming's son is still alive and he is now in command of the Hualian. It would be a powerful recruitment tool for the rebels. That's why the Hualian has become so active lately. There are factions within the government and military that still support Ming. Rebels will exploit Ming's sons to further their own agenda. How is this Ming guy related to the rebels though? Hualian are claiming that the current chairman had Ming assassinated. They gained public support by pretending to follow Ming's legacy. It's greedy bastards. Rebels won't let us get to Shanghai that easily. How about joining the Tianlei? ... What's Tianlei? It's a mobile fortress, the pride of the DHC military. Cool, we can just stroll right into Shanghai on it. Should be able to join them in the Shanghai area. It's a roundabout route, but it's definitely safer. We have no alternative, let's do it. Alright. We're getting on the Land Cruiser. That's quite a detour to get there. Also, looks like we got a little encounter on the way. A skirmish! Exclamation point, question mark. Look, a group of soldiers are attacking that train. Oh, it's this map. Rapid Reaction Force. DHD military elite. It looks like they're against the Hualian convoy. I thought they were mercenaries. Now, some of them are from South Africa, if I remember correctly, right? Oh, it's not those guys. I'm confusing with the other guys. Don't they also have red mechs? The mercenary guys? Film the situation and begin searching the cars. Hold it, who are you? We're not the enemy, we're with intelligence. What are you doing out here? We're headed for Changsha to meet up with the Tianlei. You are? None of your business. Lan, we are unable to locate the target. I see that you haven't encountered the Hualian yet. Okay, we're pulling out. Forget it, Kazuki. I take it you're from the Tianlei, aren't you? Can you take us there with you? No. We're in the middle of the mission. We're not going back to the Tian lane. All units withdraw. Okay. So are we not getting a battle here? It's our problem. Yeah, what kind of woman asks like that? I mean, you're the one that's asking questions to someone who's on a mission and probably doesn't have the authority to say what exactly she's doing, so... Yeah, they're military special forces. What else were you expecting? William Soldier. Just making it a war Ben. Vaguely remember those guys. Those are the mercs from the UCS Intel report. I mean the ones that know something about that new weapon. Just wants them shot on sight, but the commander plans on taking advantage of that info. I understand, either way we can't just let them go. All units attack. Suddenly a lot of mechs. Enemy reinforcements. What are you saying, man? It was the RRF who attacked that train. Why are they attacking us? Ask them that question yourself. Here they come. Okay, who are we grabbing along? I don't remember who I grabbed last time. Let's take the long range people. Take you and let's see how that goes. You can stay here and start bombing people. Can we get in range of the helicopter already? We'll... Oh, that's a big helicopter, so it takes 4 squares. Can I look at this guy? Oh, it's transporting a container. There's a little machine gun. Anytime. There we go. That thing has a lot of health as well. You probably don't need to go all that way. Shield attack. Love that thing. Oh, I destroyed this guy. Oh, he's not old. Well, that's sad. I don't think you can get in position to attack anyone. Yeah. Being pretty aggressive with a random cargo chopper. Probably don't need to be this close anymore. God damn it, Leo. Didn't even destroy the arms. Might have NTP. That didn't do a lot of damage. Yeah, it has NTP. That makes sense. Nice. And another shield attack. I think I'm already max on shield attack. Oh, I have an enemy evade. I should probably keep the enemy evade because it seems to trigger quite a lot. And, well, I only need the one. Enemy evade -1. Probably doesn't do a lot, but it's pretty fine for what it does. Or am I out of shield already? Might already be out of shield, might be out of AP. No, probably not, I didn't move. Those guys have rifles. Kazuki can finish this guy next turn, I think. Go. Double shot is always nice. Less nice, given that it's not countering us anyway. Would be nice to have on the melee. Possibly. But that probably doesn't work on melee, given that it's shot. I think it needs to be a ranged weapon. Anyway. That shield attack is actually really good. Right. I do not have room for melee 3, so it's going to stay here. Yeah, I'm out of shield. That's fine. I got stunned or ejected. I got ejected. Right. So many rifle guys left. First of all, get back in your mech. Force discharge, nice. It's a bit of a shame that it's at the end of the it's at the end of the turn, so I'm not going to be able to snipe the pilot. Dodge. Well, that's Ben, okay. That was a mistake. I remember this guy as NTF. I saw that earlier. I should have checked if the other one have something else than NTF and missiled them instead. And that still worked pretty well. Oh! The arm is destroyed. Well, fix that. This guy is out of commission, he's surrendering. You have no armor for some reason. Oh, you got back into your mech and you kind of forgot to reactivate armor, or did you just spawn without armor? That's interesting. Got the gun arm, nice. Nice dodge. Okay, so this one we don't care, and this one has anti-F, so yeah. How much health do you have? Yeah, we're just going to wait for this guy to surrender. That's a miss. Well, let's just have you wait here. And wait for this guy to surrender, and you start punching this one. Well, rip my arm again. Somehow, I was going to say somehow I can still shield attack. No, I cannot. I tried to trigger shield attack, but because the actual melee arm is gone, I'm not allowed. That's a bit funny. Go here to continue the surrendering. It's a bit weird that the remaster does that. It shows the skill triggering even though the skill is not actually allowed at this point. It's not the first time I've seen it do that. Doesn't really matter, not a big deal. Actually, let me attack with you, because that might destroy the arm. Oh yeah, that was the wrong arm, so that's fine. Nice dodge, by the way. What are you? Oh, there we go. Oh, you're out of missiles. There we go. Ling, I'm sorry. Well, we just wait for this guy to surrender, I think, and finish the other one. Force discharge. See if I can snipe this guy. Nope. That's a miss. You can go there though. Oh, you don't have. Wait, where did the pilot go? Did the pilot surrender? Or did it go back inside the mech when I wasn't looking? No, the mech is not habited. Yeah, no pilot. I think the pilot surrendered while I wasn't looking. Huh. I missed the dude, but still surrendered. Okay. Went to the bathroom. There we go. Got 2 mechs out of this, that's a gold. We've got Rexon. Right. So let's just get a bunch of money out of it. What a pain in the neck that was. 8 units my ass, that's right, run home. And be a bit risky to go to Shangsa in this state. You're right, the Hualian may attack us again. It's going to be rough. There's a supply base nearby. We'll go there first. I wanted to change, I think, this body. Because we've already learned a couple melee freeze and we don't particularly care about it anyway. So we might just switch to something else. Just so we can learn more stuff. And we've also learned... I mean, we're going to have computers that let us have more slots, so I kinda want to just stock up on shield attacks forever. So you keep that. And we're still running that, okay. What did we have on everyone else? We're still waiting this. Double assault. I can never get to trigger. Got our hit or miss. I think we're good otherwise. We might want to switch topple shot to someone else. I'm kind of thinking of giving up on double assaults on Kazuki and maybe make him a topple shot instead. So we'd give you something else. Don't have much else I can give you. We could try this as well. That might work better than double assault. Maybe we can make whatever this is for Kazuki. That might be more interesting than just double shot. Do I have one for the other arm? Yes. And so I'll get you out of the melee weapon and give you a rifle instead. A machine gun instead, I mean. Shotgun plus machine gun should work for this. Let me get to the shop. We need to restock before I forget. Shotgun plus machine gun. Remember to attack from shotgun range, yes. Exactly the same problem as double assault, you need to attack from the minimum range of both weapons. So both weapons can work, but yes. I assume that would also work with, like, machine gun and rifle. Like sniper rifle, that would also work. I wonder if that works with, like, machine gun and missile launcher. Assuming you're in machine gun range, or with rifle plus machine gun. Of course, weight would be a problem, but I wonder if that also works. Because missile is a ranged weapon. So that, in theory, should work. Not applicable? Okay. Good to know. Let me upgrade. Let me change weapon. Left hand, yes. Okay, weight is starting to be a problem. Let me change the parts to see if we can optimize weight before I change the backpack. Parts. Can I give you something that would increase my weight carrying capacity? Yes. Got a bunch of 21s here. Trying to get one that also doesn't reduce power too much. Probably this, I guess. Yeah, I'm losing too much on power. I've got a bunch of power on this for some reason. All of the other parts. Let me see if I can buy something that gives me more power. No, yes. That list. No, that is the best I have. Legs. Oh, that's better. Okay. Okay, I can go to 45. I can get better. Weapons defense. Anything else fun? Skill +1. No shoulder weapon. Okay. I'll get this, I guess. Alright, let's see if we have room for the weapon now. Right, that's better. Repair is still low. Going to change the skills as a result. Well, we have nothing we can actually use from this, but that's fine. Oh, upgrade is a different menu, right. Anything else I wanted to change? Not really. Got a lot of money, so might as well just go all in. Yeah. Buy all the things. At this point, might as well. I'm actually going to start running out of AP on my people with all the points I can affect to those things. I did not need accuracy on this. That was the shield arm. This. Okay, you don't need HP upgrade too much because you're going to be at the back. Left arm, yeah, get me the accuracy upgrade at least. HP upgrade on the shield. And just boost upgrade here, should be plenty. Definitely need that accuracy upgrade. Don't need accuracy upgrade here. That's a shield. Yeah, I've changed that body, so that's why I need to buy everything from scratch. Spend 50,000 in the shops on parts, item, weapons, and upgrades. That was an achievement. Oh, get back here. Not you. Yes, you. Alright, I still have cash. I did waste like 2/3 of my cash on this though. Alright. I wonder if I should have changed computers on Kazuki in order to learn more quickly whatever the ability I'm trying to learn is. Because that's a combo computer he has, but without actually having combos in memory, it's probably less efficient than the other computers. Oh well. Remember, there was a mistake in the report. He hasn't made contact with the rebels yet. My apologies, but you can be certain he'll contact them soon. Can't be too far from here now. Going on a search. Won't count on it, but try sending us the correct information from now on. ... Exclamation point. It's her. We're destined to meet again. She's going outside. Why don't you follow her? No, well, is that all you ever think about? Who are you people? Don't mind them, they're a mercenary squad that I hired. Mercenaries? I'm Liu, an intelligence office agent. We're on a mission making our way towards Shanghai. Are you able to provide us with supplies? First the Rapid Reaction Force, now the intelligence agency. What are you all doing in a rural supply base like this? I don't have much in the way of supplies, but you're free to take what you need. Thanks. There's a Rapid Reaction Force in the area. Person of interest stole some classified information, that's all I was told. They like to keep everything secret, just like your agency. What's wrong with you? It's nothing. Network. Moneymaker, you guys got through my firewall. The UCS fired me and didn't pay. Just letting you know that I'm open for business. Nice. Moneymaker's hint. Virus bomb. Dead full hell is Z. So that's supposed to be a hint for the password? Let me screenshot that real quick. You. She's a spender, alright. ... Don't read other people's mail. Sorry. Do we have any mail to send? No. Do I have access to... I do not have access to the DHD Intelligence website anyway. Sounds like you got a bad virus. But I've seen every website has a virus. If you're in luck, use my Angel vaccine and wipe it out. Nice. Should I actually download that? That sounds like a bad idea. Vaccine is the only thing that will work. Bye bye. Okay, so she just casually hacked the website, okay. She said it costs 300, I've got the cash. Let's see what happens. Achievement! Pay the ransom to unlock the network after getting a virus. Just remember Moneymaker whenever you have a computer trouble. Oh, does that actually happen? Did I get the virus for downloading whatever was on the email? Does that just happen on any website then? That's funny, actually. Classic. I walked into that one. Completely. That's actually pretty nice. You check on something. You're in charge of stocking up. I don't have time for small talk. Okay. Just don't start causing any trouble. We've already got our hands full with the Rapid Reaction Force. Taipei suburb. New simulator map. Use the simulator if you want to run a test battle. I'll give you the data for Taipei. Okay. Drop a save. Move, leave the base. Let's check the bar first. Are you out here sightseeing? There's not much to see, but it's a nice quiet place. The Hualien rebels are fighting everywhere. I hear they even fight inside the city. Don't they even realize they're endangering innocent lives? Welcome to war. Don't care about their cause, they shouldn't start a war. Moron. Special Force unit is visiting the supply base in this town. They're heavily armed, even more so than the Changli army. I think they're called the Rapid Express or something. What's Rapid Express doing in a sleepy town like this? GHG is extremely unstable right now. Chairman G is fighting to defeat the Hualien rebels who support democracy. Right now these two forces are clashing against each other. Can't anything be settled without a war? Our country will be devastated regardless of which side wins. Well, if we don't get wars, how are we supposed to make video games? Come on. Should have a look at the Dahan Daily website. Then you'll know I'm telling the truth. Alright, new stuff. Battle of Taipei. A small battle occurred in Taipei between the Hualien rebels and the military. Taipei was quickly liberated by the military, but rebel activity is expected to increase. There was also a fire at the residence of the UCS ambassador Clay Herman. The fire killed the ambassador and several staff members. I think we saw... That ambassador is someone we went to talk to in the other branch, right? Government is investigating any connection to the rebels in addition to looking for suspicious foreigners sighted near the embassy. Yeah. (2026) OCU established. Japan, Australia and former ASEAN nations joined together to establish the OCU. There was a territorial dispute between the OCU and DHG at the time, but DHG Chairman Bai successfully negotiated a treaty to avoid military confrontation. Picture OCU Prime Minister Adam and Chairman Bai in OCU Congress Hall during the negotiations. Economic cooperation with OCS. Chairman Bai's free economic policy has led to remarkable economic growth. Cooperative economic efforts with the OCS proved especially successful. Shenzhen pictured was a product of this effort. The UCS opposes the policy of our current government. All UCS business moved out of DHC after Chairman Bai's death. 2071 Nuclear reduction. Chairman Bai began the elimination of nuclear warheads beyond the minimum required for defense. Decision was influenced by the Huffman Treaty signed that same year and the huge cost of maintaining nuclear weapons. 40 nuclear missile silos and 20 nuclear submarines have been deactivated as a result. Basically Cold War, post-Cold War cuts for everyone. Sounds about right. Futai Tunnel opens. Futai Tunnel connecting Taipei and Fuzhou, the world's longest underwater tunnel, opened after 18 years of construction. Futai Tunnel spread the free economy policies of Taiwan to the DHC and became the basis of establishment of the Huanan-Taiwan Economic Bloc. Okay. So they built the tunnel first and then Taiwan joined the bloc with the DHZ. That's interesting. Tunnel is not only revitalized the economy but also became a popular tourist site. Picture inside the Futai Tunnel. Production of Wanzers. Huffman Treaty began a worldwide turn on the use of Wanzers. Army introduced Wanzer into the forces this year. Product avionics in the UCS. Oh, so they didn't have Wanzer technology, they bought Wanzer from the UCS and then started domestic construction. Sounds about right. Wanzers used in military and are domestically produced. Government plane crashes. Plane carrying Vice Chairman Ming and his family crashed. Oh, we dropped. Did we drop? No, my Twitch window dropped. I didn't drop any frames though, so it was on Twitch side. Yeah. My browser... the Twitch on my browser just crashed for no reason, apparently. I didn't drop any frames. Plane carrying Vice Chairman Ming and his family crashed in the mountains of Sichuan while en route to India. All members of the Ming family died in the accident. Ming Huangjiu was a popular politician who pushed the DHD towards a capitalist economy. So apparently the son survived and joined the rebels. That's the one, right? Guests from around the world attended his state funeral. Picture the same model of plane that crashed. Chairman Bai remembered. Chairman Bai, the man who led us through major economic and political changes for 50 years, died at the age of 89. Thus from all the world gathered to mourn his days. Chairman Bai designated Vice Chairman Ming as his successor, but he didn't designate anyone in case of Ming's death. So Ji Bo Liao, Assistant Vice Chairman, has become Chairman. That sounds like an oversight. People's Republic of DHD. Chairman Xi announced his free economic management policy and changed the country's name to the People's Republic of Dazan. So basically, after Chairman's Bai death, we just reverted to communist. Free economic management shifts control of the economy from the private sector to the government. Yeah, so it's not free economy. This policy faced opposition in and out of the DHD and put a stop to the DHD democratization. Picture Chairman Ji at inauguration. Huaiyan rebels formed, businessmen from the Huanan Taiwan economic bloc. That actually makes more sense. I was like, how the hell did they get to Taiwan? Did they get to build a tunnel with Taiwan before Taiwan joined? That was at the point where DHD, well, China, was democratizing, so it was a lot easier to actually, I assume the links between the diplomatic links between China and Taiwan warms at that point, and they actually were close enough to build that tunnel. And then China reverted to communist, and well, I guess at this point they had control of Taiwan, so they didn't actually get a vote. Businessmen from the Huanan Taiwan economic bloc and vice generals strongly opposed Chairman Ji's new regime. Advocates of democracy gathered to take military action. Military managed to quell the situation, but the core members of the uprising escaped to a city in southern DHD, officially announced the establishment of the Huaiyan rebels. What else we got? I own some Shanghai steel stock, but I'm worried that Chairman Ji's policy might cause it to lose value. I'm also worried about the exchange rate of our currency to the euro. We have the euro in this. And the former dollar. Do we not have dollars in the UCS anymore? It's interesting that the euro survived, but the dollar did not. Stock market is hard to predict. The exchange rate will be influenced by next week's meeting of the International Bank. When was Transmission 3 released? And when was the euro actually? Because the euros is like early 2000s, or is it late 90s? I'm a bit confused about the timeline here, because I'm not sure the euro existed when Front Mission 3 was released. Front Mission 3 1999. Yeah, I think we're at the very talking about the euro at this point. Yeah, they started using it in 1999, but it entered officially in 2002, it looks like, from what I'm reading. Right, so basically, when Front Mission 2 was released, the euro didn't exist, and when Front Mission 3 was released, it was starting to exist in the real world. Yeah, I know, right? That's actually interesting. Stock market is hard to predict. The exchange rate will be influenced by next week's meeting of the International Bank. Federal Reserve Bank chairmans. I assume they were talking about the euro before 1999, of course. It started being put into circulation as coins and bills in 1999 and entered the financial market in 2002, from what I read quickly on the wiki. So obviously they were working on it before. You don't just drop a currency like that in 1999. But it's pretty interesting that they decided to hijack that for the EC. Somehow the dollar disappeared though. Exchange rate will be influenced by next week's meeting of the International Bank. The Federal Reserve Bank chairman is planning to make an important announcement. Thanks for the information. I'll wait and see what happens. Planning to trip to Hong Kong in the fall. Any suggestions on places to visit? Hong Kong offers many sightseeing opportunity. Victoria Peak is very famous. Run the casinos in RBC Hotel and Queen Park. If you're going in the fall, why not go during there? I mean, I was there when we switched from what was the franc by then, the franc français was the currency in France before we switched to the euro, and not every country switched to the euro at the same time, and some countries in the European Union have negotiated to keep their money. Switzerland still uses franc, but they use the Swiss franc, which is not the same currency as the French franc. And there are a few other countries that use their own franc as well. In particular, a bunch of African countries have, I don't remember how it's called, but it's a franc as well. And that currency is actually directed by France still, because those African countries do not have basically the financial weight to properly keep that currency afloat. So France is still directing that franc. It's the CFA, I believe. Franc CFA, which is a leftover from the colonization, but is still active and still directed by France, because basically those countries do not have the economy and financial weight to keep it afloat. So that's a bit interesting. Switzerland has its own franc, Swiss franc, which is completely separated. They don't have the euro as well. I believe either the Netherlands or Denmark still have their own currency. A couple of Eastern Europe countries in the EU still have their own currency as well, because, yeah, the C is silent. So it's just the franc. A couple of Eastern Europe countries do not have the euro yet because they do not meet the conditions. Like their economic situation is not good enough to get the euro. And the UK did not have the euro. They still had the British pound when they left the European Union, but they basically had a waiver as well as the original country of the European Union. And there's also a bunch of European countries that's unilaterally adopted the euro without being part of the European Union, which means that they don't control the way, they don't have any vote on on the monetary policy, but they actually use the euro still because it's better for the economy to work like that. A couple of Eastern European countries in the Balkans have the euro as well, so that's a bit interesting. As from memory, the treaties of the European Union say that all countries should get the euro eventually as soon as they meet the requirements. But there's been waivers on this. I mean, they have a vote. They don't control the entire thing, but they have a vote. And I'll be completely honest, when we joined the euro in France, the franc français was not doing great. We actually had the new franc français as of a couple decades, because the old franc collapsed completely, like massive inflation, and we made a new franc, which was one new franc for 100 old franc. Gives you an idea of how well our monetary policy was going at that time. And let me tell you, it's actually going a lot better now that we have the euro. Like it was in the 70s or 60s or something. Remember, it was post-World War II, and yeah. France post-World War II was not doing great. We were recovering from occupation, from the war and from occupation. We were spending a lot of time demining a lot of Allied bombs that have been rained on the entire country. And yeah, just trying to rebuild everything. Colonial wars, that's a bit expensive. That's not great for the economy, especially when you lose them. So that's also a thing. Post-World War II France was not doing amazing. We had like food coupons for a decade after World War II, something like that. Was not great. During World War II, yeah, France was occupied. Northern France was occupied until 1941, and then they occupied southern France as well. We had, when we surrendered in 1940, I'm not playing the game, by the way, we're just talking history. When we surrendered in 1940, we negotiated to have southern France remaining as a quote-unquote free region. It was under Vichy France, so that was not exactly free. It was still authoritarian, but and anti-Semitic. We were deporting Jews to the Germans casually doing genocide. But yeah, northern France was literally, including Paris, was literally under German occupation. And then southern France was, a couple years later, as well became occupied. As the Germans were starting to lose, and they actually wanted to get their hands on our navy, which was mostly intact at this point. And we scuttled our navy. Well, Vichy France scuttled the navy, so the Germans wouldn't get it. That was a bit of a fun part as well. And yeah. During liberation in 1944, the Allies landed both in southern France and northern France, but the big landing was northern France across the channel. But there was also a landing in southern France, and we had the Germans retreat as we liberated France. That was kind of a big deal. Anyway. The information has not arrived. Okay, so there's a bunch of messages that I assume are going to show up later in the game. I do not have this password. Alright. No problem if you have more questions, by the way. Even though we're not advancing the game while I do that, absolutely got no problem with talking about that stuff. That's always pretty interesting to talk about. I'm not a massive history buff, but I've done some research. I remember some of the stuff I learned at school when I did some research on World War II in particular. Pretty interesting stuff. We just move and go to the shop, I believe. Bit of a shame that I spend all my money because it looks like we're getting a new shop, and I assume we're going to get new weapons because we didn't get new weapons last time. Guys, soldiers should look in the TWD website for new products. Yeah, you especially had your own problems immediately after World War II as decolonization started and the British just basically left chat and left you to sort your own problems, and that casually led to a few million deaths. Welcome to decolonization. We're not very good at... Europeans in general, we're not really good at decolonization. Kinda suck at this. Yeah, British left the chat, basically. We kinda suck at this entire decolonization thing. We don't have a good track record of this. Just casually letting a few millions die as the new lines are drawn and everyone is relocating so they don't get genocided. Yeah. That's not pretty on the history books. That doesn't leave a good mark. The decolonization in France, the big big ugly parts of decolonization in France were mostly Indochina, which is mostly Thailand nowadays. No, Thailand and Vietnam. And so we had our own war of Indochina, and we lost that, and that was before the Vietnam War with the US. And of course Algeria, which was a fucking clusterfuck. We had our entire government, our entire republic collapsed over this, and Charles de Gaulle had to go back into power to actually sort things out. There was also the whole Suez crisis, where Egypt tried to nationalize the Suez Canal, and France and the British were like, no fucking way, that's ours. And we tried to invade Egypt, and then the Soviets, both the Soviets and the US, told us, go back into your lane. Colonization is over, you are not great powers anymore. And when both the US and the Soviets tell you, agreed on something, you kind of fall in line, and that's what happened. Suez Crisis was really the end of it was the historical marker of it's over, France and the UK are not great powers anymore. That was kind of a big deal as well. Woody website. We develop and produce military and civilian vehicles. We recently began developing missile launchers. Not designing ones as... Only France. Well, France and the UK. Can you not capitalist and communist? Basically, the US had a problem with colonization in general because they calculated that former colonies would turn to the Soviets, would turn to communists if we kept doing our whole colonization thing. They were not completely wrong, but it didn't work everywhere. But yeah, they told France and the UK to just stop that shit, because that was just going to help the communists. It didn't quite work, because when we lost Algeria, Algeria really turned to the communists and still has much closer relations to Russia nowadays. Their entire military hardware is Russian, and they are the only foreign consumer of Russian stealth fighter as well. That piece of crap known as the Su-57. They're kind of the only ones that are still being Russian nowadays, but yeah. Kind of a thing. Algeria never really quite recovered from that. They are still French. Well, they still talk French a lot, as in the French language is still pretty prominent. But they kind of, well, at least the government hates us. Kind of a big deal in terms of like post-colonization memorial things. They want us to pay reparations. In particular, they want us to pay reparations for nuclear tests we did in Algeria. When we were developing our nuclear bombs, we didn't detonate the bombs in France. That's not a good mark on the record either. So the nuclear tests, some of the nuclear tests were done in Algeria. And of course that left radiation, and they kind of wanted us to pay reparations for that. Come South America doesn't hate Spain and Portugal. I assume decolonization went smoother on that front. I never really followed how decolonization went for South America, I'll be completely honest. Most likely it was a lot longer ago as well. Pretty sure that happened before World War One, as opposed to the France and UK decolonization stuff. Pretty sure that happens in the 1800s. I don't know much about that part of history, I'll be completely honest, so I might be talking out of my ass. But yeah, Algeria is kind of a specific thing because of the war and all that. Morocco and Tunisia, for example, much more French friendly nowadays. Senegal has recently turned autocratic, so that's a bit complicated. Mali obviously has turned autocratic and has decided to kick the French out. We still had military base, or rather we were actually at the request of a bunch of Central African former colonies, asked France to help them with jihadists in the last couple of decades, which we did the good job at. But then Mali decided, okay, we want also you to fight against all the rebels we have here. And we were like, okay, no, we're just here for the jihadists. And then they decided to just kick us out and get the Russians instead, so they could do all the little war crimes they wanted with the rebels instead. And that didn't work well. Now the capital of Mali is kind of surrounded by jihadists and rebels, and the Russians are getting their ass kicked. That didn't work so well for them. So yeah, fun stuff. Rebels and empires and rebellions still existing in that part of the world. Clearly. Yongzhai, Laying, Shanghai. A nice looking MBT. It's funny how they tend to... I noticed that in the other games as well and the other tanks. They tend to have the turret at the rear of the tank, which is not quite standard nowadays. We have a few tanks like that, but it's not quite standard. Also, it has doors at the back. This is definitely inspired by the Israeli Merkava, which is kind of an oddball of a tank because it actually has a soldier compartment instead of just being a tank. So it's like a mix of a tank and an IFV. Definitely inspired by that. The rear of the two doors at the rear are very BMP-like. That's an M113. That's literally an M113. Literally a box on wheel with a slope at the front. Dual cannon. That's a turret. Another turret quad. Spiderbot. Got a nice mobile weapon. Pretty sure that's a grenade launcher on top, I think. Got the spider tank as well. And whatever that thing is, I don't remember this thing. That's a mobile weapon as well, but I don't remember that thing. Two cannons on the sides. Whatever that big... I think that's supposed to be... I don't know. That's really weird. Division. No, we've already checked that. And we already checked that. Topics. Zulong is our new military vehicles designs, especially designed for reconnaissance. Zulong, based on the previous model, but reduced engine noise, is equipped with improved stealth armor. It can be equipped with a small turret and machine gun optics, include low light cameras along with a complete navigational system. It will also be used in commercial applications in the future. Okay. No picture of the thing. I don't think that was in the list of products. Yeah, it was not. Okay, I think we're done with this. Anyway, do we have cash to buy weapons? Yeah, I don't have actually the weight for this. That's a fun underhand machine gun. I remember we started having that at some point, yeah. Do I have weight for the shotgun? I do... Yeah, I do have weight for the shotgun. I can at least improve that. If I want to improve... if I want to switch the machine gun, I will have to do something about my weight. Let's keep it like that for now. Left hand. We're starting to have flamethrowers as well. kinda want to play with the flamethrower a bit. I'm not quite sure what skills we can use with the flamethrower. I don't really have a character set up for that. Let's keep that in mind for later. All the burst skills. Yeah. Zoom as well, possibly. Should be simple enough that this works for this. Basically everything that's range should work, yeah. Hit or miss should work with this, shouldn't it? Because hit or miss is for burst weapons. So if it works with the machine gun and the shotgun, it should work with the... yeah. How about we do that then? Because you're a hit or miss character. How about we actually do that? We have to wait for this. Let's go. We're here for the memes. Yeah, we're here for the memes. Let's go. We'll want to switch the shield as well. I'm going to run out of money, possibly. We'll see. You're my missiler. We do not have the weight for this. Time to switch around parts. No shoulder weapon. That's a bit of a shame, but I kinda need the weight. Let me check the other parts first. Yeah, that's a lot lighter. Let's go with that. Right arm. That one is fine. Can't get any better than this. Okay, can I equip the missile now? Is that enough? Yes. I'm not going grenades. We've already done grenades in the previous run, I think. Can I equip the shield? Yes. That shield is hard to miss. Let's put it that way. Oh, we have weight problem with you too. Starting to become a problem. That should be enough. Weapon. Yeah. Also an underhand weapon. I'll have to do a run of upgrades on those parts as well. So let's try to keep an eye on our cash. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cheap. You were doing shotgun things. And melee here. That has the best accuracy, but that does a lot more damage. We've got good accuracy on those arms, so let's just go with this. Okay, upgrade. Let me see what needs upgrade. Don't think I changed your parts. I changed your parts. What did I change on you? I changed the arm. Want the accuracy on this. The HP. Oh, we've got cash still. We're fine. that's fine. Okay, now we're out of cash. Let's go with this. I didn't change the arms on you. Yeah. And you, I didn't change your parts. Okay, so let's go with this. And we are now officially out of cash. Let's go. Move. Kazuki! Angry face. What's the rush? Something happened. We found a rebel base nearby. We're going in. Question mark. Why not leave it to the elite force? They're not here right now. Perhaps this person they're looking for is at the base. Tell Lan about it. Was ordered to cooperate with the Rapid Reaction Force. Can't ignore this. Will you help me? Alright, you've said us countless times in the past will help. Please don't worry about it. We're friends. Let's go. Okay. Randomly kicking rebel butt on our way out. Are you sure it's a Hualian base here? There's nothing here but a small town. Dude, our sources just probably suck. Zuki over here. Nice view with the buildings in the background. That's pretty neat. Pretty sure we didn't have that in the original. Found our base. Quite impressive. This is bad. Let's retreat. Fool! So we came all this way from Willin with a key mission coming up. This is not something we can run away from. We will stand and fight. I don't remember those guys, but maybe those were guys we saw in the other branch. Oh, we got a bunch of APCs as well. IFVs, I mean. Having to fight. You, what about the search for that person of interest? Can't let this many of them get away. We have to stop the Hualian. Fighting here will damage the town. Young lady will worry about that later. Yeah, collateral damage. That's how this goes, right? Yeah, I'm getting those two because I changed your weapons. I didn't take you last time. And weather. That's going to be short on AP. Oh, actually can't apply this if we apply this. Yeah. Hey Frenchie, what's up? Good morning, good morning. You're up early. Too warm over there? Let's give you accuracy. Those are the mercs you heard about. Was up 2 hours ago, man. What happened? Mercenaries. No wonder UCS wants dead. So they're the ones with the new weapon. How unlucky for them. I will send them off with minimal suffering, the least I can do. Alright. I don't remember this map. I don't think we played this map in the other branch. Nice little 8-wheeled 25mm APC. Say it's a tank pilot, but it's obviously not a tank. Melee, sniper, melee. Had to see a cardiologist. Oh, well, good to see that there's nothing wrong. Well, you can't go anywhere much, so stay here. Just go straight in their face. Yeah, that's it. Oh.
double shot, nice. Immediately got this thing learned. Very nice. That 3 HP though. The fucking 3 HP left. Beautiful. Let's finish those guys off. Oh, it's a double cannon. Interesting, non-standard. It's not very standard in nowadays militaries to have double cannons like that. Used to be a thing in World War II, but more for anti-aircraft work. Where are you going? Interesting choice. I can skip that. No, I can't. Nice miss. Legs. Okay, what can you do and be useful? Let's try the flamethrower. Oh! Interesting effect. That didn't do much damage. That thing might have anti-F. It has anti-F. Unlucky. Could have checked that before, but it's fine. Probably not in melee range if we can avoid it. Please, thank you. Oh, that angle counts actually. Go here then. That's better. Probably, actually that's going to reduce our movement quite a bit if we go here. I cannot shoot that guy from here, I don't think. Let's just shoot this guy. Yeah, I'm going to shoot that. Off you go. Rip your legs. Rip my arm. I'm actually kind of getting my ass kicked. What should you have left? Alright. Surrender. Good. I'm kind of stuck here, but I kind of need to restore anyway, so that's fine. What do you have? NTI, excellent. Frame 4 again. Oh wait, I can increase the... I did upgrades. I can increase the AP I use for the flamethrower, right? That was the thing. I need to figure out how that works. But I can fire the flamethrower more than this. Seem to remember that's a thing. Let's hit this guy. Shield. Nice miss. This guy is not surrendered yet. How much HP does he have? He has quite a bit of HP. Maybe I just punch him in the face. Maybe I move you to punch him in the face next turn. If he doesn't surrender by then. Why? Oh, I do not have the AP. How much AP to fire this again? 10. Wait, Zoom works on this? Okay, did not actually expect that. Did not expect Zoom to actually work on missiles. Interesting. Kind of interesting. Can we move this and this for Zoom? Why not? Do you have NTF? You have NTF, okay. You know, maybe I could use you to finish off this guy next turn. With a low AP or low AP burst of this. Okay, this guy should die next turn. I'll keep you here and repair your arm. I can't shot with that. Yeah, get fucked. Rip my health though, but... Okay, you are here. Probably don't need to. You can go here, that's fine. Okay, so how do I... change the AP? Okay, not here. That's fine, I was just trying to get this guy to surrender, but now I know that it's not how you change that. I guess I need to go in the weapon change menu, and there I can change how much AP I use, probably. I'm going to go here, but I'm going to repair. Not going to attack. You can stay here and missile this guy. Okay, this guy has surrendered. Probably simpler to go here. You might as well. Oh, we can destroy this. I'm not sure that's actually helping though. Shoot this. We still have a shield, so we shouldn't die immediately, at least with you. That arm is gone. That's fine. Did its job. We leave. It's going all the way there. Okay. Well, we don't leave now. Most likely. Oh, we do. That's probably the last turn we get. One too short. Okay, so if I go here, okay, here I can change the AP. It's in the weapon menu, and you've got a little sub menu here where you can change the AP. I'm just doing that anyway, so. Well, you can't move because you're on a little platform, and as a result you cannot do elevation. Repairing is probably a lost cause at this point, so I might as well just shoot something. More? No. Nice dodge. Now we're fine. We'll keep that repair for later. The layout is a bit awkward. You can't get easily to those guys. Okay, let's finish this guy off. Maybe. Oh! Barely. Bastard. Didn't have enough HP to go 11. Actually going to be a bit of a problem. I think I'm just going to finish off this guy with you. There we go, Prime Soul. Should be pretty difficult for the enemy to catch me up over there. I am out of missiles. Rip legs, that's fine. Another zoom, apparently. Pretty good to have on the missile launcher, actually. Kinda like this. I think I'm going to remove the double shots for this. Okay, should be able to do... No, I will not be able to do 11 simply because I... Oh, I can actually. Even though I'm confused, I thought that was supposed to double the AP cost. But apparently I still can. No, I cannot. Okay. Even though it's not in red here, I actually can't. Because of the double cost. Can I stay here? How much AP? 12. So I can't do 7 either. I have to do 5. Which kind of sucks. It has anti-F. So maybe I just go against you instead. And that will have to be with 4. Unfortunately. Nice hit or miss on this. And we got one of the rare miss on hit or miss. Probably best that this happens on this low AP shot. Yeah, it chose 14, but the other time I was trying to use it, the AP 4, 7 and 11, the indication got red when I didn't have enough AP. It looks like it doesn't do that calculation when I have confusion. It doesn't adapt that calculation to confusion. You have NTP, so yeah, I keep using your shotgun as the base weapon. I leave. I'm a bit confused here because it looks like I used 7. Anyway. Another zoom. Getting a lot of activations here. Yeah, I got the correct arm actually. Nice. And down you go. Well, it didn't matter. Oh, that ends the mission. We don't get to kill the remaining APC. As my luck run dry. Exclamation point, question mark. Move, don't let anyone escape. Shoot them if they resist. Yay, war crimes. This isn't right. Stop, the battle's over. Out of the way. Alisa, what are you doing to her? I won't say it again. Stay out of our way. Should check objectives in tactic games. Yeah, it's fine. I don't particularly care if I don't kill the ABC. RRF, eh? That must be serious this time. We're looking for a man named Wei. Hand him over. My memory's been terrible lately. I can't seem to recall who he is. I see. Exclamation point. Don't care if this whole town burns. Bring me Wei. Yay, war crimes. No way. Nice one. And enough of this. Forget it, Kazuki. Don't try to stop me. And of course there's a child that trying to run away. Exclamation point. What are you doing, Lan? Don't get in the way of our mission. Enough, he's not here. We're leaving. What's the meaning of this? What do you think you're doing? I'm in command of this mission. We're pulling out. Well, I guess the child gets to leave. They're leaving. What do we do? I don't know. Spawn says to stay here any longer. Let's return to the supply base. Well, good to know we're on the side of the good guys. The one that do war crimes are the good guys, right? That's how this works. Nice plat, by the way. I'm always surprised that I get a platinum, even though I lose people, but that actually doesn't give you any penalty. Keep forgetting that. Which is be all strong and ruthless until a child is endangered. I mean, yeah. Did I want to... Oh, I need to buy supplies. Pretty much what I need to do. Setup. Items. Missile. Yeah, room for one more repair. Room for a repair, restore low, and we're good. One on. We're just going from village to village, pretty much, at this point. So it wasn't at the village then. Unfortunate waste of time. We took a rebel base out of commission. It wasn't a complete waste. Don't agree with how the Rapid Reaction Force operates. Did something happen? You could say that. Speak of the devil. Commander, your information is useless. We'll search the cities on our own from now on. You're going to Wanan. We've already looked there. Can't rely on that information. We'll find him ourselves. Wait, are you going to search through the town in your onesies? That's up to the rebels. If they resist, those are sacrifices they're willing to make. Well, looks like Lan is not on board with the war crimes. Possibly. Name is Ling Chuhua. I'm a member of the Hualien rebels. Your enemy, you may not remember, but a young rebel soldier named Wu Bei died in Lintran because of your attack. He was my brother. Why are you fighting in my country? You are Japanese. Why stick your neck out for our problems? Please leave my country immediately. Take a look at our website to see what we are really about. ... Why are you killing people? Check out our website. Mission statement. Hualien rebels work to carry out the late Vice Chairman Ming Wangju's legacy of democracy. We are not advocates of anarchy. We are working for the prosperous future of our glorious country. Website may shut down periodically to evade illegal prods by the DHT government. I do not have this password. I meant Ku. I believe Ku is not on board with the war crimes. Doesn't even care about... yeah. He also kind of sucks at Intel, but at least he's not on board with the war crimes. Rapid Reaction Force always completes their mission no matter the cost. That's why they never make any mistakes. That's the opposite of no matter the cost. That's like literally the opposite of no matter the cost, they don't make any mistakes. Man, pick one or the other. You can look at the government notice page online for updates on the military's movement. Why are the military's movement on the internet? This game sometimes. Making sense is overrated. Explosion in the Philippines. A mysterious explosion occurred in Batangas, Philippines that destroyed our trade vessels. I have no clue what happened there. I am totally not involved in this. OCU falsely claims that the fleet played a part in the invasion of Batangas. The DHT government will file a formal complaint against OCU's statement. Messages. Our Chairman G's policy different from the socialist policies of the 20th century. I think his policies are polar opposite to former Chairman Pai's free economic policies. Free economy encourages growth, but government control of the financial sector is necessary to avoid mistakes made by capitalist countries. For example, look at Japan's major recessions during the 20th century. And that's about it. Here, more website visitors is more important than secrecy, pretty much. Doesn't look like there's anything on troop movements in there anyway, so I got scammed. What are you saying? That it's the people's fault? They had the rebels, it's suitable punishment. But you don't need to kill innocent people. You don't understand what kind of dirty tactics they use. They feign non-resistance, then shoot you in the back the moment you turn the other way. Do you know how many lives have been lost because of what they've done? You're doing the same damn thing. Stop it, Kazuki. Train your subordinates properly, you. Exclamation point. Kazuki, that's enough. They have their own way of doing things. ... I understand if you don't feel right about this. I've still got to assist them though. In the meantime, get some rest. Don't feel right about making you work all by yourself. Don't worry about it. So it's easier to move around the city if I'm alone. It's quite alright. Just don't forget to cool him off. ... Angry face. Guess we just go to the bar in order to quote-unquote make time pass. Mizuki, are you still mad? Quit dwelling on it. It's not good for your health. Shut up, I can't condone sacrificing innocent lives. What a nice, noble RPG protagonist. Alright, alright. How about we talk about something more uplifting? Hello. Could I get a glass of water? Here you are. Who the heck goes into a bar and asks for a glass of water? Oh, I know who he is. He's a journalist named Wei Qingyi. He's pretty famous. Go to the bar to find a way. I've read some of his articles before. He writes some pretty harsh stuff. What's he doing out here in the countryside? Is he working on a story? What, his autograph? Fighting occurred recently not far from here. I wonder if it's moving this way. There was a battle at the village nearby. Many people died. Neither the military nor the rebels have any concern for civilians. Don't trust anyone who kills. Special forces fought with the rebels in the village nearby. Was it the Rapid Express? They're amazing. Mr. Wei Qingyi, I'm a big fan of yours. May I have your autograph? Is that the guy they were looking for at the rebel bases? He's just casually in the bar right now. Sorry, I'm busy right now. Just an autograph and a handshake? Sorry, please don't get too close. Sorry to bother you. Yeah, looks like that's the one they're looking for. It might be among the customers. Look carefully. Exclamation point. Bartender, where's the back door? It's right over there. Thanks. Wait, where are you going? Did you get his autograph? Run away the moment he saw a soldier. Making sense is optional, yeah. Welcome to RPGs in general. Welcome to Front Mission in particular. Sounds suspicious. Maybe he's the one Liu is looking for. Should we go after him? I knew you were going to say that. Just have to stick your nose into everything. Life is more exciting with Kazuki. Let's go before we lose him. Persistent bastards. Guess that rumor about me contacting the rebels didn't work. Exclamation point question mark. You run fast. Yeah, be more considerate about the people who have to chase you down. Thanks, Ryogo. Who are you? That's my question. What do you do in order to get the military coming after you? You with the DHD military? Not exactly. What mercenary is hired by the DHD? You kids are mercenaries? Never would have guessed. I must be getting old. Fine, go ahead, arrest me. Hold on, I want to hear your side of the story. You're a famous journalist, right? Why is the military after you? You guys honestly don't know anything? Told you, we're only mercenaries. We're never told to capture you. Then let me give you a warning. Stop working for the DHD military. Trying to make a classified military information public. Once that happens, it'll be the end of Chairman G. What exactly is the DHD trying to do? Do you know about the national laboratories in Ravnui? What's happening in Ravnui? To be more specifically concerned, the OSHA engineering lab. There we go. There are rumors they've been conducting unethical genetic experiments. And attempting to use genetic manipulation in order to engineer a superhuman. If they succeed, they'll be able to place these subjects wherever they see fit. Government, the military, you name it, they could even control world affairs. Artificial humans? Yes, and they'll be used like puppets. Has their experiment succeeded? Not that I know of. I heard that even if the process works, the subjects eventually go insane. Okay, that's... already seen that. What's the relationship between the DHD and the research in Ravnui? I have no idea how you are supposed to pronounce Ravnui anyway. It's supposed to be Belarus. Chairman G is supposedly funding the research. Seriously? There's no solid proof yet, though. It's almost there. I'm almost there. That is, if nobody kills me first. You want to know more? You'll have to do your own research. Maybe you can hack into the intelligence agency website. So, are you going to turn me in? I'd be betraying a friend letting you go, but if what you're saying is true, can't let you die. That's right, if I die, I doubt anyone will ever discover the truth. Then go. You're sure, Kazuki. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but I'm not about to let him die because of me. Right, thanks. Not the mercenary type, you're too nice. It's not like we volunteered after all. We had the website address. Kazuki, have you had time to settle down? Yeah, where's the Rapid Reaction Force? They're gone. They completed their mission and returned to Tianlei. We're free to move now. So does that mean they captured Wei after we left? What do you mean they completed their mission? Believe they found the guy they were looking for? so he didn't make it. What are you talking about? Never mind. You trust the DHD military up to this point, but are they really that trustworthy? Of course, that's why I brought you here, to protect you. Something troubling you, Kazuki? No, it's fine, I trust you. What's getting into you? And that landlady totally dissed us. Why didn't she take us with her if she was going back to Tianlai? What are we supposed to do now? Couldn't get a transport plane, but I got us first-class tickets for an armored train. That humongous train again. It's better than nothing, right? Certainly, we'll take it. Let's go. I didn't get access to the network before that started. Or a save. Guess I could have gone back to the bar instead. And we get an ambush on the way again. Bridge. I think I remember this map. It looks familiar. Here they come, boss. Are you positive it's the armored train? Yes, I'm sure of it. Mercenary should be on board. Okay, start the mission. We only get one shot at this. I want no mistakes. Yes, sir. Welp. It'll buff out. Hurry, we're going to fall into the ravine. I'm stuck! Damn, put her out quickly. Yay! So I'm going to hold. Jump! Rip train. Wait, is it giving me another armored train? Is that what's going to happen? Good, we've got them right where we want them. Attack! Don't let them get away. How annoying. They're looking for a fight, let's give them one. Okay, who do we want to grab? We didn't get you last time. We didn't get you last time. And let's try the flamethrower again. And we'll want the missiles against the choppers most likely, so that's about right. Probably don't need all of that accuracy. It's fine enough. I'm actually going to want AP on you, so I probably want to disable things. Why do I have accuracy on both arms? Because that's eating a lot of AP I don't need. I'm going to... Yeah, I guess I can't disable accuracy on one arm. So if I want to get rid of all the... Okay, no, that actually only consumes one anyway. So that doesn't matter. I'm probably going to want some AP anyway. So that should be a bit better. And that's good. Yeah, it spawns another train behind me. I guess it was a double train maybe and just the front car collapsed. We are not in range, but that's not what I wanted to do. Not in range of the helicopters yet, right? Oh, we are? No, the helicopters are way too far. Should not make sense here. Who's getting in the train? We got Fam in the train last time. Let's get Ryogo in the train this time. Farm is going to get destroyed most likely, but let's shoot with you first. What do you have? Melee. Melee and sniper. Your sniper as well. Okay. Where are you? Here. Can you get this guy from here? Yes, don't need to move. Perfect. Bonk. Bonk. That shield is not going to last very long. I mean, worst come to worst, I can just pull back. I can just pull you back and get you in the train instead if your mech starts breaking apart. Might have to do that. Yeah, everyone is just shooting at her. Probably going to want to do that. We should still be back online, but again my browser window lost stream again. I am still streaming. But the website is struggling. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, FAM is going back. Which means that what we want to do is eject you here. Get back in your Wanzer. And I'm going to get you over there. And eject you to the train. Right. Can we get the helicopter from here? Yes, I believe so. I can't really see my cursor, but that's not enough. Nice. That's a miss. Well, they'll have to come to us, and they're kind of bottlenecked, so it's probably not a terrible position to stay on anyway. And the train has to stay here as well anyway. But randomly destroying trees. That's our strat. Yeah, they're bottlenecked on their melee, so that's actually not such a great position for them. Wow, I thought the shield got destroyed. No, he just put his arm back before the animation finished. Okay. What do we have? Grenade. Does the grenade hit the helicopter? Okay, it missed, but I guess it can. And we got a surrender on the mech. Nice. Okay, I'll need you to... Okay, need to rearrange our position here. You go here. You can attack the helicopter. You move back. He has a lot of health. You might as well just do that. Get the surrender. And you go here. And attack this guy. Hit or miss. And it's hit. And another one. Let's go. And this one is a miss. And another one. Animation kinda takes forever, but... that guy got cooked. Yeah, just shield this. To move the train forward. Okay, that should hit 3 of them. I could try to get the one below, but then I wouldn't get the rifler. Oh yeah, that definitely hits the helicopter. Nice. Let's see. This is not what I wanted to do. Nice dodge. Dodge again. And another surrender coming. Very nice. Okay, well, I can't move the train any further. I don't think I can get... yeah, I can't get both. Might as well switch to missiles at this point. Oh, I can get both. Let's go. We're going to give this guy a nudge to finish him off. Hopefully that doesn't destroy it. Yeah. Flamethrower actually really good to get enemies to surrender, since I can actually adjust the damage. Assuming I don't trigger a fuck ton of combos behind it. Did they magically repair the hole the armored train coach fell through? Yeah. So that's 2 surrenders. That's pretty nice. You are too far from everything for now. I can make you move forward though. That might be a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm good at having bad ideas. I still got a shield on you anyway, so you're fine. Probably. Double shot. Actually pretty nice in this situation. I'm going to remove this. You don't have any helicopter in range, so you might as well attack this guy. Well, he's armless now. We're going to switch to... No, we can still grenade. Assuming we still have grenades. We can still do... No, I don't want to do that, actually. Because then I hit myself. Missile then. Oh, they have VLS on those on that train. That's actually pretty neat. Random VLS cells. That's actually quite impressive, in a way. I don't know if I can flamethrower the guy downstairs from here. I can. Interesting. Yes, so they can watch movies during war times. No, it's vertical launch cells. It's not VHS. You don't need to go that far. Still have to attack with you. Okay. Do you get a better angle from here? Not really. Kinda sucks that in this game, a lot of the time you just don't get height advantage. Because you just get line of sight intersection instead. And you can't hit shit. Okay, that's better. I think it's the railings that are actually intersecting here. Because the angle is the same. But I think it's the railings that are preventing me from hitting. Which is a bit silly. Arm smash. Okay. That's actually nice. I kind of want... Oh, that's a 4 points. Do I still want that? I probably still want that. So maybe I remove one of those for this. Like, it's actually pretty nice to have. It's just really expensive. But I don't have amazing things behind that anyway. So it's probably fine. I destroyed the gun arm. And this one is also armless, so we might as well go all the way here. So we can start missiling this guy. Oh, nice. Oh, we're out of missiles, so we can't actually... Not the first time I get debated by the skill activating but being out of ammo. Or out of arm. Not the first time. Okay, I should be able to missile you from here. That doesn't do a lot of damage compared to Alisa's. Go. Now would be a good time for hit or miss to trigger, but doesn't look like we're going to be that lucky. Still worked though. I'm not sure a flamethrower against a chopper would work in real life. The flames might actually get washed away by the rotor. Not sure if that would work. Okay, we're getting intersected here as well for some reason. Maybe just attack the helicopter instead. Nothing intersecting you here. Oh, nice, that actually connected. shield. That's fine. Did its job. Okay, this guy is going to come at me for hard blows with the remaining arm. That's also fine. Okay, we should be able to finish that with Alisa. There we go. Nice. Yeah. Checking. Actually, I have the full damage there. Nice snipe. And my window blocked again. Not sure he's doing that, but that's better than the stream actually disconnecting. Or is your leg gone? Okay, we need to finish off some of those guys. Let me check victory. All enemies, okay. I was checking if killing this guy was going to end the mission. Oh, it's not. This is sad, we can't even hold them off. Yeah, no, it's just the stream crashing. The window itself is not crashing, but it gets you the little red button saying there was an issue with this stream. So, who the fuck knows? I have exactly 11 AP to use on this. You don't miss! I don't miss is pretty nice on the flamethrower actually. Like it is on the shotgun. Good way to deal with the accuracy problem at longer range. And off it goes. Yeah, but if that was the case, I would be dropping frames on the stream. I'm not dropping frames, so that's a bit weird. That the window would randomly disconnect. I got a forum address. That the Twitch window on my Chrome is randomly disconnecting, but the stream is not. Oh, you mean downlink versus uplink? Right. Cell warns us. Kazuki, enemy reinforcements. Rip train? Question mark. That's a lot of enemies. We're surrounded. Didn't think they'd manage to defeat Zuan. Seems to have slowed them down a little at least. Oh, he needs commence attack. Let's hit a nod. Helicopter? Who this? Exclamation point question mark. Oh, it's those guys. There we go. I knew they had red wanzers. If you're not going to fight, stay back. What are you with? You're in the way, move. Get it together, people. It's time to earn our pay. All you need is disperse. Wait, that insignia. Is that... It's the Wulong. The Wulong are here. All you need is pull back. Hurry! Run! Don't stand a chance against the Wulong without more troops. Thanks for the assist. Hey, save the thanks. We're about to figure out what to do with you. Exclamation point question mark. You're not on our side. We're the Centipede, a private company hired by the DHZ. They call us the Wulong around here. It's our job to hunt down the Hualian. Then you're also with the DHZ, we're allies, man. Don't get it, do you? You guys took our bounty, that makes you our competition. Wait a minute, we had no intention of... No, the fact is your attacks on the Hualian are cutting into our profits. It's not like we want to fight. You're mercenaries yet you hate fighting? You must be stupid, then why continue to fight? Fight because there are things I must protect, RPG protagonist. It's definitely not because I take pleasure in fighting. Take what? You're kidding me, right? Don't be so self-righteous. Don't you have something to protect? You're a real straight arrow, aren't you? I like you, kid. Not a kid. Forget it, Kazuki. Money is all that matters to them. You're wasting your time. Or if it isn't Liu from Intelligence. Rudolph, I think you've teased my friends enough already. Remember this, kid. Being a champion of justice is all well and fine, but there's more to war than that. Let me guess, it's money. You're damn right. Money never betrays you. Are we done with this pointless discussion yet? Aren't we going to the Tianlai? Pretty banged up. Are we going to keep on walking? Liu, we can drop you off. We can drop you off there. How about it? Man, really? Sure, and you'll probably want a reward for it, right? As I said before, we all need money to survive. Fine, I'll have Intelligence cover the bill this time. Take us to Tianlai. Sounds like a deal. You're in a hurry, right? We're taking off ASAP. That would probably work better if they didn't have containers under the helicopter, but okay. We got an address. Excuse me. Government. What am I... Oh, I keep getting confused by this. DHZ Intelligence. DHZ Shangli Army personnel only. I do not have this password. There was something about the EC. Okay, so let me look at the map. Ukraine is in the EC. That's interesting. Do we have a better view if we go inside? No, not really. Okay, Centipede. But let me look at the map. Iceland is in the EC as well, and Norway is in the EC as well. That's quite interesting. It's a bit of a shame that we don't see the south part of this. Switzerland is in the EC, isn't it? Or is that the little blue part here? I'm not sure. Switzerland might not be in it. The new part. Let me just get rid of the new. We might actually see more of this. Top. Rio, 20,000 people are killed in civil wars by terrorists. Centipede's Wulong can immediately be sent anywhere for jobs ranging from personal bodyguards to anti-terrorist duties. Free estimates. It's interesting. Those guys are based on the EC then. Also, it's pretty funny that the websites are HTTP and not HTTPS. Welcome to the 90s. Not they thought this deep when putting a pit for that tile. I'm going to have a look still. It's pretty interesting. Website may move without advance notice. Standard price. We work for anyone. From 10 million US, 15 discount if we command. Independent action from 15 million US. Price includes equipment. Bodyguard or escort, 10k. Cargo escort, 10 million. Price depend on cargo. Cargo disposal, 10k. Training, 1 week, 30k. Test pilot, 20k. Inquire for information on any job not listed above. Rudolf Kaiser, the Wulong's mercenaries commanding officer. Since founding the Wulong 11 years ago, he has led them to victory on battlefields all over the world, from blazing deserts to frigid polar areas and steaming jungles. His elite platoon is equal to an entire company of normal soldiers. He is skilled at all forms of combat. Retired EC Major. Ranks S1 Executive Officer and S2 Strategic. She has no formal military training, but her natural talent for combat lets us know the enemy's every move. Skilled sniper and once a pilot. Started the Wulong with Rudolph in Africa, so that's why I was thinking of Africa. Those guys are actually from the EC. He has worked to make Wulong an elite force, currently S3 intelligence. His careful planning is the driving force behind the Wulong success. Years of battle experience and weapon knowledge. Retired EC intelligence officer. Frontline NCOs form the backbone of any army, and Greg is no exception. Strong as an ox, has the ability to cut through fear and confusion, allowing to support the Wulong's ability to the fullest. I mean, your body size is not going to change much in a Wanzer, but okay. Named Black Wind in Africa. Retired UCS Sergeant. Interesting. But to be a consummate Wanzer pilot based in the OCU, his combat skill is an art, at times beautiful as a rose, sharp as a knife, thoroughly decimating the enemy. The name strikes fear in all enemies. Retired EC Corporal. Operation Sledgehammer in Guinea. Advanced Landing. Radwick, Central Africa, Anti-Guerrilla. Operation Hazenyak in Alodesh. Cleanup Operation. Operation Jericho, Alodesh again. Support duty. Combat training. El Algeria Invasion Libya. Okay, is it Algeria or is it Libya? Make up your mind, man. They're right next to each other, though. Operation Bangration in Georgia. Interesting. Schnecker Code testing, DHC combat training. So they're supposed to be here in combat training then. It's like in Formula 1, they actually want smaller drivers. Yeah, same thing for fighter pilots a lot of the time. You have a height limitation. Same thing for tank crews as well. Let me tell you, a lot of World War I and World War II tanks were very much designed, especially on the Soviet side, were very much designed for smaller people. So if you watch the Chieftain YouTube channel, he's an American that does videos on tanks in museums, and he has a specific challenge of does the Chieftain actually fits into X tank, and a lot of the time it does, but it's sometimes a really tight fit, and like he ends up in the seat but can't actually put his legs on the pedals or stuff like that. Pretty interesting to see. He's a pretty tall guy, but some of the tanks back in the day were really designed for smaller people. Equipment: Grezex, Vinedry, Lanze, Whisk. Fake you. This is a test, but I welcome you all to our website. Use this bulletin board for any question or request. Protected by a military-grade firewall and the IP tracking device. Anyone attempting to hack into our site will face severe punishment. Potential root of cases threatening remarks in the Helium message. The firewall is for protection only. We do not track the IP of visitors to our bulletin board. Does Hattori take his turban off when he sleeps or showers? So deleted due to improper content. Do you have taken an infiltration job? Do you accept counter offers from the site being infiltrated? I need to know for sure. I can't hire you. Reputation is built on trust. We only take one side, so don't worry. That depends on the mission. Corporation does not have enough test pilots. Is your rate for the pilot only? The rates listed on our website includes the pilot and a portion of the transport cost. The price for the pilot is only 20% less. Transport to Indonesia and living expenses are separate. Alright, let me look at the map now. Okay, so all of the Balkans are included in there. I think Belarus is included in there. Yeah, Belarus is included. So Ravnui in this is included in there. That's interesting. Switzerland is in there. So again, the map could be bullshit. It would be interesting to see what the map looks like in the original FM3 before the remake. But yeah, that includes everything. So Ireland, Iceland, Norway, Switzerland, Belarus, Ukraine, and a whole bunch of Balkans countries, including Moldova as well. I'm not seeing Cyprus, but it might be outside of the map. Bro wanted more test pilots for his methane wonders. You think that was this guy? I didn't check if there was info. But he was talking about Indonesia, so that's very possible. And I think the fact that they said Indonesia is also a hint that they are actually tracking IP address. Barilla. What are you talking about? Is that the name of the methane wonder guy? Did I want to change? I probably want to buy stuff. Did I use... I didn't use repair, did I? I used a missile here. Got time for a couple more missions, maybe. Heng Shan. No interruption this time. Right, here is the mobile fortress. We're playing Deserts of Karak now. Completely impractical, but cool regardless. I appreciate the fact that they have turrets sitting on the landing pad, but okay. Whoa, dude. This is as far as we go. You're on your own from here. Thank you very much. Don't mention it. See you around. Well, I upload them as separate VODs when that happened. I just... I can't exactly merge them. I don't have any editing software here on anything. I don't bother. I just upload them and I do say stream from this date, part 1, part 2, etc. I'm not going fancy there. Last week when I had stream interruptions, it didn't actually separate the VODs. It stayed at as one VOD in Twitch, so that's pretty nice. So you're basically going to have the not like this emoji icon for a few seconds, I assume in the video. I didn't check, but it stays as one video. I guess you need like more than maybe 30 seconds of interruption or 1 minute before it actually cuts the stream in Twitch. Then cuts the VOD in Twitch. I don't know for sure. You can decide whether they're cool or just jerks. Come on, we're going in. Possible? I don't know. Might be OBS settings as well. Because what do I have in OBS settings? I've got something about let me see. Output. Advanced. I don't have dynamically changed bitrate. I've got that disabled. I used to have that. I've got automatically reconnect with 2-second retry delay and 25 retries. Which means that basically I've got a bit less than... I've got 50 seconds as it tries to reconnect. Apparently Twitch... That's good enough for Twitch. I do not have dynamically changed bitrate anymore. I do not have network optimization either. Might be a good idea to recheck this. I have to double check what this does, but that might help with the disconnects I had last week. I don't know. Anyway. No, don't save change while I'm streaming, thank you. You're late! Exclamation point! I see you got here safely. Leo of the real numbers. Oh. She is one of those. Must be Jiu Li Yin, commander of the Rapid Reaction Force. We'll be under your care for a while. Only obeying orders. We can take you into Shanghai, but we'll drop you off along the way. Oh, it's streamed down! As we say this, yes. God damn it. Okay, we should be back on. I wonder if it reset the stream because I went into the settings and exited. I told him no when he said, do you want to save changes? But I wonder if it still reset the connection. That might be what happened. Sorry about that. We should be back. I'll say it in chat just in case. Colleagues are here too. Colleagues? The imaginary numbers. Okay. So... Stationed here under the chairman's direct orders. They're strange but quite competent. Angry face ... You are to follow my orders while you're inside this fortress. And I'll have you thrown you out. Yeah, that's the grammar mistake here. If you cause any disturbance. There's a room prepared for you. Just stay there and be quiet. What a nice guy. So Lan is a real number. Is our real number still genetically enhanced or not? Because the imaginary numbers are. I'm not sure if the real. I don't remember if the real numbers are or not. They just said that Lan is a real number. She's not an imaginary number, but they just said that she's a real number. Male. Oh, Liu. I probably confused those two. Names start with L and has 3 letters. I'm bad with names. Thanks. Alisa, I haven't seen you on campus lately. I heard you were also nominated for the beauty pageant. Latest poll shows me leading you by quite a bit. She thinks Alisa is a rival. Quite snobby. Ryogo, what do we do? Don't have to do anything. Let's contact that moneymaker. Why? Are you just trying to hack her because she's talking about the Miss nomination? Why? Oh, they're still grown in a lab, but they're not genetically modified. Interesting. Intelligence Agency website updated information regarding Midas. The password is ADIMS. Yeah, that's an S. That's not a 5. Password updated. Intelligence Agency for DHZ, I assume. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they are. DHZ. Government, intelligence. Password. It's weird that he didn't save the password. Do I need a password before I can get to the part where I can use this password? I feel like I'm actually missing a password first. Because that password is just for the Midas part of the website. So I guess I'm missing an early password for this first. Throw you out myself if you keep distracting me from my job. I'll check that. you are to stay in your room and be quiet. They're also nice. So it was... Password error. Nope. Did I time that properly? Yes. Oh well. No big deal. Don't have to double check that. Save. You're so cold and unfriendly here. Exclamation point. What is it, Liu? Imaginary number. Liu, I heard you failed to retrieve Midas. That's none of your business. It is. Your failures may affect Sir Lucav's plan. There is no change in plan. I've already made arrangements. What about Lucav? He never fails. Don't worry. Hope you're right. You're only a real number after all. ... What are those real and imaginary numbers? Is it some sort of code? Ron keeps calling Liu a real number, and those creepy looking guys are imaginary numbers, right? What are they, Liu? Will you tell us? The imaginary numbers and real numbers are both special forces. Something like Land's Rapid Reaction Force. We're not a part of the military, we receive our orders directly from the chairman. You're a real number, you never know the square root of -1. I see, that's why the guy back in Taiwan was being so sarcastic. Liu, you don't get along with Jared, do you? You didn't seem very happy when you were speaking to him. Why aren't you more friendly to your colleagues? These are not my colleagues, they're murderers. They only think about fighting. Sure, they're kinda creepy, but you don't have to be so harsh. I'll tell you my story when the time comes. Then you'll know what I mean. Whatever, man. Some other time, then. We can finally relax for a while. Let's enjoy it. We're traveling on a mobile fortress, dude. What's that sound? Is it time for lunch? That's the alarm, you idiot! Something happened. Go to the bridge. Is it enemies? The Hualian rebels? Calm yourself, this fortress won't fall that easily. Enemy warns us at 10 o'clock. Display the rapid reaction force. Obliterate the enemy. Obliterate! Fools, they can't take down the Tianlei with a pitiful force like that. Here they come, it's the RRF. Alright, hit the detonator. Yes, sir. Guess that's what you get for parking your mobile fortress in the middle of a canyon. Not exactly the best tactical move there. How futile. All you need is commence attack. Don't let any of them escape. Right, draw the RRF away, then retreat. So is it just going to be rebels, or are we going to see the UCS guys too? Explosion has caused a landslide up ahead. Stop the fortress until it settles. Trying to pin down the fortress by shifting the mountain terrain. Is everything okay? Silence! Small landslide won't stop this fortress. Enemy ones 12 and 6 o'clock. Use the fortress artillery until our Wanzer squad returns. Open fire. What about deploying the imaginary numbers? They're not under my command. Damn it. Did I kill everyone in all the UCS forces? I guess I did. All 3 squads. Emma is still around somewhere though. I didn't meet her. What's the point of having special forces if you can't use them? Liu. Alright, I hear you. Jiu will provide backup. Fine, do as you please. Whoa, man, there's a whole lot of them. Just don't let them get close to the fortress, got it? I mean, they're already on the fortress, man. Okay, what did we not take last time? You and you, I think. You just sat in the armored trade last time, so you come along. And grab you, I guess. Yeah, she's somewhere else. That's my assumption. But I guess that means she's not here either. Okay. Can I control the turrets? Can I put my guys inside the turrets? Is that what we can... Is that something we can do? Let me see. Yeah, we can. I should check what those guys... Oh, shit. Wanted to say I should check what those guys have before I actually activate that, but I can't do that. This is already active, but all the turrets here are not manned. Turrets are fragile. I'm not sure what the range of those things are as well. It's just cannons, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's just get the one for now. There's a turret here, but I think this one is just for decoration. We can't get to that. What do those guys have? Okay. We've got a flamethrower. We've got a bunch of flamethrowers. Okay. I remember seeing that in the cutscene as well. How much HP do they have? I mean, it's not much worse than my HP. Those missiles or grenades? I think they're missiles. Yeah, they're missiles. We're going to have land ships in Ace Combat 8 too, from the trailers I've seen, which is going to be pretty fun. Okay, we've got pretty damn good range actually. Accuracy is shite, but that's also because I didn't activate stuff properly, so I think I'm just going to go back to the Wanzer. What are you doing? This is not what I wanted to do. Wait. Oh, okay. You're here. You can move back. Didn't check their armor. They have NTP. Well, I was attacking with the shotgun, so that's fine. Is it not countering? Yeah, it's not countering because it has no AP. Should take advantage of that. Nice hit. Rip your arm. Excellent. Got a surrender coming up. Once we get rid of the flamethrower guys, and the stream upload fucked again on my left, but that's fine. Not the actual stream, the window. Let's get rid of the flamethrower guys. We've got NTP for armor, so we'll be fine against the snipers. That turret is going to go down soon. Right. Let's just get the surrender on this guy. Don't think you can kill him. Yeah, let's go. I'm solved. This guy still has AP. We cannot outrange him though, I don't think. Not with the shotgun, or can we? Oh, we can. Shotgun is 3, machine gun is 4, and the flamethrower is 1 and 2. Right. So if I go here... Good news is doing that, we're also blocking the turrets. We're also blocking them from getting to the turret. This guy still has an NTP, so yeah, shotgun. Kazuki is getting murdered because he doesn't have a shield. That was the gun arm, at least. Nice thing to worry about. These guys are just hanging back. Melee's 1, yes. Alright. Finally have to go to... oh, well, melee who can. Whee! Shield attack, let's go. Destroyed! Sniped. Very nice. Well, this mech is in the way, I can't exactly go very far with you. Can go further with you though. Fast attack! I guess that just means I get to attack faster than the enemy. That's like initiative or something. Player attack first, then escape before... oh, that's a bit more interesting. I mean... oh, actually, I have room. Just put that here. That means it interrupts the combo though. But that means no counter. That can be interesting. Shoot this guy, please. And I guess shoot this guy as well. If you go. Young, that image looks familiar. Pretty sure that's someone we meet in the other branch. Okay, what do we want to attack in there? Yeah, second in command. That sounds about right. You're out of AP as well, so I don't need to worry too much about distance with this guy. I can just shoot. Oh, ejection, nice. Alright, let's see if we can finish this guy off and get a Wanzer for free. Nope, there was an attempt. Oh, the missile might actually get him. That would be funny. Nope. Oh, he's surrendering though. Which means he's not getting back in his Wanzer. And I don't particularly need to wait for him to surrender. Because all I want is the Wanzer. So, get fucked, man. Get destroyed. That's another sniper. There we go. That's one arm. Oh, that was a short combo. Not sure if I can get this guy from here. With you. No, we cannot. By one square, though. Anyway. Stay here, I guess. Might as well go here, to be honest. Make room for... Don't think I need to make room for anyone else, but... Prevent loss. That's actually pretty nice. If we have room, we can save that. Yeah, we have plenty of room because we moved away from a melee build anyway. Excellent. That only takes 1 point as well, so that's quite nice. Oh, we've got a surrender. How much health does this guy have? Plenty. Nice. That might be a plat. No, that's a gold. Average damage. Yeah, I took too much damage. I guess. No, oh, I didn't deal enough damage. Grapple, Rexons. Give me money. Bro planned for 6 months only to surrender after 1 hit. Wait, there's still some enemies out there. I don't think it was Hualian. Don't think it was Cheng that surrendered. Reinforcements. Got to get inside Tianlai before the RRF returns. Attack! Seems totally endless, dude. Got the time to complain, take down the enemy. Man, I thought we could take it easy. Random banter. Oh, here comes the imaginary numbers. Exclamation point! Step out of the way, you're interfering with the attack. You're in my way, if you don't move I'll attack you too. Jared, what brings you here? We were ordered to attack the Hualian, nothing more. Liu, do you copy? Copy, what is all this? RF have tracked the Hualian back to their base. Their 3rd battalion is coming from that location. Maneuver with the RF, then strike down the rebel forces. You heard the order, now get moving. Alright. Can we take a break? Just shut up and come with me. Alright. We're going to stop it here. Good progress. I don't think I need to restock on anything. Is there something I want to change on my parts? Because you're doing double shot. Prevent loss is fine. Do I want to change to anything else? I'll check on the in the next shop, I guess. If I still have money. Those parts are fine for now. Don't think I need to restock on anything. So yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. Black Mesa tomorrow, as usual. And more of this next Saturday. We're what, midway through the game? Something like that ish. So yeah, have a nice one and see you next time. Take care.